All right. Let me go to YouTube real quick. Y'all bear with me. Y'all come on in. Let me see if I can get this thing shared out a little bit. Give me a second. It's on. Watch on YouTube. It's on. Let's see here. All right. Put this up here with Brother Mark. Let y'all get in here a minute. I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick. Won't take too long. It's something I got in the email that I kind of want to talk about. Let me put this in the chat. Some people may catch it on the back end. Lord Jesus. Some people may catch it on the back end. I was trying to let y'all get in here. I'm going to share this thing at the same time. Boom. Let's see here. Pin this message. Let's see if I can share this thing out. Share this on my... I hate they done this. But anyway, people will catch it. So what's going on, y'all? Let me know when y'all in the room. That way I'll get started with this thing. Like I said, I won't be taking much of your time. But I gotta go to this email. Where's this email at? There we go. Yeah, let me know y'all in the room. Say something to me. And we're definitely gonna get started. Let me see what we got here. Comments. All right. How's y'all Saturday been going? Mine been going good. Just kind of took care of some business today. And with the kids, came back, did a few things. I really need to. I'm trying to get all my content together. I still got stuff to do. I've been so behind on at least my personal content. October is a little bit slower for us than normal, but hey, it is what it is. But like I said, let me not take too much of your time, because I know y'all got things to do, right? Some of you who could be home on Saturday evening, not everybody be running the street and all of that. Okay, so first things first, we need all of you who's watching the platform, who enjoy the platform. I say this. It's when you have subscribers on YouTube, right? You have to understand that we all are using this platform called YouTube. None of us own. You say, oh, you have a channel. You're leasing a channel. You don't own a channel on YouTube. If you owned a channel on YouTube, then they couldn't do nothing with you, right? Because you own it. They're not saying, hey, spend so much money, buy the channel from us. It's yours. You own it. This is why at any given time or moment, if they want to take content down, if they want to take a channel down, whatever the case may be, they can do it, because you don't own a freaking thing. You're leasing the channel, basically. And when you're leasing, those of you who know about leasing, you know that when you don't own something, they can do what they want. So what we made sure to do was say, okay, we do all this talk about black media. If you don't own anything, then you don't have black media. You have it, but it's subject to being censored or taken down or whatever the case may be. So since we own these platforms, we have to follow their rules, right? And whatever their rules is, one day something is fine, the next day something is not. So with that being said, we always said that we got to have our own, right? Just like CNN, they have their own. Fox News have their own. Everything have their own. But one thing that we have to do as a people is we have to, and this is something I've noticed, and this is why a lot of black creators sometimes don't create their own, is because you can build something on YouTube, but when you tell people, hey, okay, let's move to this particular spot, a lot of times they don't want to do it. And I've seen that for years. Matter of fact, it's hard to even get people to move to even, like, let's say if you have another channel on YouTube, it's hard for people, and I never could figure that out. Like, for me, if I like somebody and they say, hey, I got this channel, I just click it, I subscribe. No big deal to me. You know, like, okay, I will keep up with them, right? Whatever channel they got, if I like them, I keep up with them. But it's all, and maybe y'all could tell me the answer to that question. It's always hard for even people to go to another YouTube channel. So what I've seen over the years, I've seen black people try to create websites, try to create this and that and the third. And unless something drastic, let me tell you something drastic that happened back in 2017. So in 2017, they had what you would call, those of you remember, they called it apocalypse at that time, right? So they had like all the advertisers were doing like this major backlash on YouTube at that time. And they were cutting ads. The ad revenue was bad. It was real bad. So everybody started to do was create things like Patreon and things like that, or have their own websites. So we created our Patreon at the time, right? 2017, we created a Patreon. And I did something that really made a lot of people mad. Even some of the folks got mad at me when I did this. I say, well, look, if I keep on giving this content and I'm asking to go over here and support the Patreon at the time, I said, they're not doing it. So I got to come up with something to make them do it. And that's the sad part. I said, you know what? So I came up, I made a video. I said, hey, I'm going to shut this platform down for a week. No videos, no nothing for a week. I'm shutting it down. But I'm not going to stop making content. So if you want to see content, go to the Patreon. The moment I did that, some people got very mad that I did that at the time. And what ended up happening, a lot of people went to the Patreon at that time. And I said, oh, well, look at this. Now, when I asked them at the time to go, right, they didn't go. But I literally had to say, we're shutting this thing down for a week to make them go over there at the time to the Patreon. Now, where we at and what we're going to start talking a little bit more about and start promoting a lot more of. And what we're going to be working with behind the scenes, like strategies. I'm just letting you know. You know, we do appreciate everybody that support us on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. We love that. But over the years, the rules have changed so much that, have you noticed like certain topics we don't talk about no more on here? It's not that we don't care about those topics. It's that we can't talk about those topics on here because it's going to break a rule. Rules change. People can say, oh, well, that's not right. Freedom of speech. There's no such thing as freedom of speech in private companies. There's their websites, their rules. Okay? There's certain videos that I say, nope, we're not talking about that. Nope, that subject is blacked out here. We're not discussing that subject nowhere on social media. It's not happening. Now, what I have been saying, if this particular subject, we're going to discuss it on our website, AfricanDiasporaNews.org. We have an app. You can download the app in Google Play, in the App Store with Apple. Download it, install it, click it. You can get a membership. Now, I'm going to be pushing this heavy, maybe probably between, definitely 2024 and probably prior to that. We need to get at least 10,000 members on our get 10,000 people on our app. I emphasize having an app, even though we have the website. I emphasize the app because, just people, you got to have an app. You just got to have an app. People do more things on the phone. They're not sitting in front of the computer like they used to. And I think the most inexpensive, the one that I have, I think for monthly is $9.99, but we're going to probably create a coupon code to do the year. Well, I got a certain price in my head for the year. And we're going to say, hey, join us at this time. We'll give you a year, 20% off. That's kind of like I want to do 20% off. And just join us. Now, the reason why I say that is because we got to get 10,000 members on that website. Like, listen, 5 is the first goal. 10 is definitely the sweet spot. If we get to 10,000 members, I'm good at that point. We are truly like independent where we want to be, and it's time for us to be truly independent because it's a lot of pressure on me with this platform, especially doing news. You can't say this, you can't say that. You say this, it's wrong. You can't post that. It's annoying. It's really annoying. It's not like say it's not as fun as it used to be either. Now, the only kind of content I say I have fun with at this point is the content I do on the Philip Scott show when I'm talking about the relationships or people talking crazy about what restaurants they not going to on the date. That's kind of fun to me. And they don't care about that kind of content. But the news content, we got this upcoming election coming up, right? 2024. And Biden and got a green light to be owning social media companies by the Supreme Court to say what we can, they will take this down, take that down. So we don't need to be in that position. That's what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? You're right. There's no such thing as freedom of speech on public forums, right? So we have to, where I'm at with it, we have to have it. It's not that I want to be on our website saying things egregious or saying a bunch of low-hanging fruit stuff. No. But it's certain subject matter that I want to get into that I can't get into here. But my thing is, all these subscribers that I have, and I always tell people that, don't look at that subscriber count and think people, can you convert those numbers to people that's actually supporting you on a monthly basis? Like, can you convert that? And that's why when I see big numbers from people, it don't really mean nothing, because it's the thing. If that number that you have don't convert to something they will follow you to and they're willing to stick with you with, then if that gets taken away from you, that number gets taken away from you too. So, and then if people say, what happened to this person? What happened to that person? Well, you have to follow and support those people. So that's why I say, and people support us all the time. Don't get me wrong, they do. I'd rather you join our website and support us there. Some people support us monthly through many platforms, and I appreciate it. But we want y'all to start supporting us there. Download the app, get a membership. Now, what we do there is every video that we post on whatever platform we have goes to the website, and then certain subject matter that I recently covered or Andiru recently covered, I put it there because I say, oh, no, we can't put that on no social media platform. So I'm letting y'all know it's going to be more and more of that happening. I'll be interviewing certain people. I may put a clip of it up here on YouTube, but the whole interview going to be over there because we got to start building up our own content. I have a movie section. I'm looking into start licensing movies. So not only the news, but having movies or people, if you are independent filmmakers and you want to put your movie somewhere, I definitely want the movie thing on there. Right now, we've got 4 movies, but I'm trying to do it a certain way where we get at least the content, licensing deal, or we own the content. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where we at with it. So if you like the platform, support us there. Download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play. Get a membership. We got to get to 10,000 members. Out of all these subscribers, we got to get to 10,000 members. That's the ultimate goal for us at that point. Now, what inspired me to do this live stream is we have an email list, and our email list, at times we send certain things out to let everybody know. And an email list is good because it just you get to let people know what's going down. So we recently partnered with the Real South Africa again. Mark and Dr. Latasha Blanton. Shout out to them, our good Black American brothers and sisters that they transferred their life over there to Johannesburg, and they started a tour company, and they know us, they know how we are, and they put on a great tour. The people that went last time had a great time. So I had no problem doing that with them again, because of, how they, very professional that they are. And so I had got an email from a gentleman, and that's why I titled this live stream about this. Now, understand, nobody's telling you to move anywhere. Nobody's telling you to uproot your life. It's just a trip. Now, I've been to the African continent several times, and I've seen white people there enjoying themselves. Oh, they enjoy themselves. I've seen Chinese people there or different Asian groups there, either living there or enjoying themselves. I've seen East Indians. I've seen Arabs. I've seen Caribbeans. I've seen all kind of people there, right? But this particular email, and I don't kind of read it. He says, with the evidence continuing to mount up, proving that upwards of 98% of us are, he could say it's not from Africa, this false agenda keeps pushing back at us as if someone else is behind this false narrative. And I'm like, okay, it leaves me confused. I'm like, I think if you don't know your identity by now, whatever you believe that may be at this stage of the game, then you still in the elementary level to me. Because if you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going. It's just that simple. If you don't know who you are by now, you don't know where you are going. You are in a state of confusion to me when you don't know who you are. I had to go learn who I was a long time ago. What my lineage is, what happened to my family, what I can trace it back to, the plantations, the plantations my family were on, when my family, I traced them how they did land in Virginia as slaves. They were sold into slavery, and they went from Virginia down to Louisiana on sugarcane plantations, okay? Both of my family, both sides, were on sugarcane plantations in Louisiana. My family, originally, was in Louisiana, then moved to Texas when they had a lot of refinery jobs in Port Arthur. That's why on my mom's side and my dad's side, they both left Louisiana to Port Arthur, Texas. My parents met there, Port Arthur, got married, had me, had my sister, and the rest is history, right? Okay, cool. Now, that's my personal story. I trace some of my at least on my mom's side, that it went all the way back to, I guess, Guinea-Bissau, the Belantas, which I did some research into them. And the Belantas were basically people who fought back. They said Belanta means one who resists. So I said, oh, that makes sense. I said, because I'm a fighter. I don't back down on a whole lot, right? I said, so I get that lineage, fighting back. A lot of us are fighters. We come from a lineage of fighters. We are, a lot of us come from the Bantu peoples, right? And the Bantu peoples were very nomadic. If you study, the history of the Bantu people, whatever. But at the end of the day, 2023, my passport says United States of America. I'm an American citizen. If you live in America, you're a black person. 9 times out of 10, if your family come from descendants of slaves, you are an American citizen too. No one is taking that away from you. Not even the folks are trying to take your citizenship away from you. I haven't heard them propose no legislation to take away our citizenship. I haven't heard it. Now, this Latifah Coco person, you need to join my website because I'm trying to free Black America. I'm trying to talk about free the Democratic Republic of the Congo, because look at what's happening to them. Nobody's talking about that. And we got to get deep into that, because what's happening to them behind that coltan and that lithium over there, like all the lives is being lost, all the children is being forced to work like slaves just so you can have a cell phone and a tablet and all the other stuff. Nobody talks about that. So don't put any other business in my chat that has nothing to do with our community, because I'm gonna block you if I see that again, because no other group is advocating for us. So anyway, no one is advocating to take away our citizenship here in America. I haven't seen it. Well, yeah, African violet, I will say this much. Reality speaking, the majority is not going to go anywhere, and I'm not advocating for that because a lot of y'all don't realize, and even me too, you are very westernized, and you won't know that until you move around. Like at first, I used to get like bothered when they would call us white. Some people would call us as Black Americans, they would call us white in the African continent. But what I learned about it is that technically, no, we're not white, but we're socialized to be like the white man. We think like him. We're entitled like him. We move like him because we've been raised with him. You understand what I'm saying? And, okay, this person got to go. Anyway, and I'm gonna say our entitlement that we have, because we are entitled as Americans. We all are entitled. We are very entitled people. So when we show up at the places, we expect certain things because we come from the Western world. So that's when you start realizing, oh shoot, I kind of see what they're talking about. Like we kind of act white in the mind a little bit. We kind of talk arrogant at times, like the white man do. We not him. Whoa, we ain't him. But we kind of got his ways. We do. Because think about it. I've said it before. He is our bastardized father. You know, we learned everything from him. We have. When we tried to do things on our own, it was always sabotage, told we were wrong. No, you can't do that. We got to follow his law, his way. He's the one that educated us. We couldn't educate ourselves, right? We couldn't even read until he said we could read. Think about that. We couldn't even go shopping somewhere until he said it. You understand what I'm saying? So we have been socialized into his system. So I get it. I do get that. But let's continue with this email. So this person is talking about we are undeniably the indigenous, aboriginal, Ninja people of America. The term name America is indigenous, derived from the nation of people who are still with us today. But the folks falsely state that we all extinct. It's a huge lie, which is exactly why I cannot trust them or you. You say from, I guess he put Triple K, Canada, all the way to the West Indies. We're at one time hours and we're working on getting it all back. And I'm like, huh? Like all off of a flyer in an email? So I just responded to him. I just responded. I say, man, I don't get this kind of messages from no other group of people. I said, sir, it's just a 10-day trip to 2 cities in South Africa. It's not that deep at all. I say, after the 10 days, you come back home to the United States. I say, whites, Arabs, Asians, Indians, etc. aren't from there either, but they go on vacation all the time. Why not Black Americans go and enjoy themselves? And I just put that with a question mark. I don't get that. This my thing too. We have talked about how, racist they are, unfair they are, all of that. But yet, when I say things like, well, why are we fighting to be around them sometimes? Like, why aren't we're not even fighting to try to even get our own little section somewhere, even in America, and build on our own, because it's like they got so much land in America that's nobody even on it. Be honest with you, like buy our own land, do our own thing. A lot of times we're not even trying to do that. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying? So, but now if I was talking about, hey, let's go to Paris, right? Oh, let's go to Paris, France, or let's go to London, or let's go to Mexico City. Or let's go to the Dominican Republic, or let's go to Panama, or let's go to, I can go advocate, let's go to all those places, and nobody will say nothing to me about an agenda. But when it comes to going to an African country, it's an agenda. Like, the white supremacist straight up has a lot of our people really messed up. That you would rather go to London, and I say this to. I'm sorry about that. I had a phone call. I say this to black travelers all the time. I say, y'all go to these countries. A lot of black people go to Italy. They talk about all their experiences in Italy, about they staring at them, they treating them racist, all of that. I say, okay, you pass up the Caribbean, you pass up that continent of Africa to go to Italy. Why? You should have just stayed here in America. I'm not going to pay no money for somebody to be treating me bad. I'm not going to pay for flight. I'm not going to pay for hotel. I'm not going to pay for all of that to deal with the same problem I got in America. Listen, at least in America, I got some rights. I got rights in America. At least I got some backup in America. I got that, right? So why I'm going to travel to another country and deal with the same racism or sometimes even more racism than what I'm dealing with here in America? And this the crazy part about it. The racism that you're going to deal with in a lot of these European countries, you are a foreigner. You have no rights. They're always going to side with their people over you. Most countries in the world even act like that. They side with their people over the foreigner. America is the only country, in my opinion, that let foreigners have a little bit more rights at times than even the citizens. But other countries, that just don't go down. And so, especially now, I understand travel. Black Americans are treated better than Africans. And yes, I got a video about that coming on my Lume's Exodus. Black Americans are treated better than Africans. I will say that. In a lot of countries, right? But that's neither here nor there. But you never hear someone say it's an agenda to go to all these different other countries. It's never an agenda. And your black word, you say at home is where you make it. What is wrong with you saying, okay, I'm an American citizen, and I've said this before, America is always going to be home. Always. I don't care what country I visit, whatever. America is always going to be home. Yes, America got its issues and its problems. And beyond with you, if you travel America, America is a very beautiful place. It's a beautiful country. I just came back from Chicago, right? Me and my wife, had took a weekend to Chicago. We was all in downtown Chicago. I will tell you this. I prefer downtown Chicago than Manhattan Times Square any day of the week. First of all, Chicago don't have them big, huge rats running around. Like I'm sorry, I love y'all in New York. Y'all have treated me great, but I'm sorry, that place is just too dirty for me. I can't do it. I don't like dirty stuff. I don't like trash. I don't like it. You got to, then, it's a lot of mental health people running around New York. Now, I ain't been there since. Well, no, I did go a little bit before the migrant crisis happened. But then from what I'm hearing from brothers and sisters in New York, the migrants are everywhere. Everywhere. On top of the regular issues that New York has, right? So, I prefer to go to downtown Chicago, personally. Stay down there. Go up and down Michigan Avenue. Go take the boat cruise, out there and see all the architecture and all of that stuff. I'd rather go do that. My kids, I'm like, yeah, I want to go see Chicago. So, I want that. My kids want me to take them, right? And that's right here in the United States. I don't have, like I said, we don't have to take an international trip all the time. But what I'm saying is that we should be able to travel. We should be able to enjoy ourselves. But I'm just not going to, and I repeat this again, is going to be traveling somewhere and just dealing with racism. But every time you think about it, when we say even supporting black people here in America, it's always a problem. We have no problem supporting other groups. We'll fight for other groups for the most part. Now we kind of scaling some of that back, and which is good. We need to fight for ourselves. But we need to be, focused on ourselves for real. We do. And listen, I understand that the folks make it very easy. They make it very convenient, right? They got the biggest platforms. They got the biggest flash. They got got the most reach. The most. Listen, I get it. Well, they should have it. They didn't had a freaking 500-year head start. I would have it too if I had a 500-year head start. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we 500 years behind, and we always playing catch up as a black person. Always. So of course, they always gonna have the big. But here's the thing. So you talk about platforms. You could play. Like for instance, people say, "Well, I don't get all the videos." Like right now, I have. Let me go here. I'm gonna tell y'all some truth. 1.6 million subscribers, but let me go here to where's that thing yet? Audience. There we go. Who's actually receiving the videos? Okay. So, you know how the notifications? Now, out of the 1.6 million subscribers, only, let's say subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel, only 14.7% of the people who subscribe to this channel are actually getting notifications. Let's say typical on YouTube is between 10 and 30%. So that means y'all, 1.4 million people aren't even getting a notification about different things that's happening. That's the second one says subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel and enabled YouTube notifications, right? They done both, 6.4%. So that means 106,000.1. So not all are getting notifications. This is why I tell y'all that y'all need to be coming and checking. You need to be checking the channels that you like every day. Checking them. Say, hey, let me check what they do. Let me once a day. Let me go see if they got something going on, or let me check in the evening, or whatever. Right? All right. Cool. So that's the thing. It's like, but when you do things on our own, and we have our own platforms, right? Like when you log into our app, everything that we do is right there. Everything. It's nothing being held back. It's there. You can watch anything that we have, right? Yeah. But like I said, join our website because we're gonna really start, getting some promotion for that. We're gonna do a strategy, but we got to get them 10,000 members. Definitely, that's the goal. 10,000 members on the website for 2024. 10,000. We need 10,000, and we at that point we'd be truly independent. You know what I'm saying? Because as it is right now, $9.99 a month. I think we do daily content. Let me tell y'all something else. I'm telling y'all what we have done. Nobody else is doing this, and I can honestly say nobody else is doing it because too many people have told me. And we're talking about black creators at least. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm reading directly from my analytics. In the month of September, you know how many videos we produced on this channel? I'm gonna tell you. 184 videos we produced on this channel in the month of September. 184 videos. We produced 83 shorts. 83 in the month of September. We give y'all a lot of content here. A lot. Between everybody that put in, it's a lot of people doing a lot of work behind the scenes. From editors to graphic designers to, it's a lot that goes on here, right? And we putting in all this work, and for only a small amount of people to even get the videos. We got to start converting. Like I said, what if we had that same 100,000 they talking about, or 200,000 members on our site? We could if we had them saying 200,000 people. Now in the month of October, we not done yet, but we produced 139 videos and 58 shorts we had produced this month. Now I will say we are kind of down, and I need to kind of find out and do my research why we have slower production this month. But even some people say that's not slow production. 139 freaking videos in a month, like, and you're not done yet, and you still got more content to put up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we have a system here that we produce a lot of content. We give a lot. We constantly producing like this, constantly. You know, uh, because we feel that hey, we can do it. We got a great system to produce, and we can even produce more than that. I know we can produce more than that. If I get maybe one or two more pieces of the puzzle, we can produce way more. I believe we can capable of producing 200, 250 a month easy, and maybe 100 or so shorts easy. Very easy. But we need the people, to recognize this and say, hey, wait a minute. Now, we don't need to be in a position where we do all this production and you're not even getting the content, even though you selected to say, hey, I want to see the content. You're not getting it. Like in the month of October, we had more people that's not subscribed at 61.2% that watched the content than those who subscribed at 38.8%. Now, remember, the people who subscribe and say how I'm clicking the bell, they're not really seeing the content like that. People discovering the content, which is good, but are returning the people who subscribe. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm saying. We have to start, saying, hey, I want to support, what was going on here. We're gonna have to start doing that. I understand that everybody maybe can't afford to do something sometime, but there. I believe there are 10,000 people out of all this that can support and say, you know what, brother Phil, I got you. We can support this. That way, we know no matter what is here. This is our platform. This platform fights for us. It talks about us and things that's concerning us, and we want to make sure we always sure it up and take care of it at all times. We want to make sure of that. That way, because what I would do, and I'm looking for other ways to do it. We can bring more people in, and because the reason why we say okay, why you have a certain cost on it is because we don't have like YouTube has ads, right? We don't have ads like that, so that's why it's free because we're the product. You can if you're getting a website for free, you're the product. That's really what it is. So they're getting your data, your emails, your all of that, and they actually sell all that information a lot of times to data brokers, and they're making money that way. They're making money off the ads. They're making money off of all kind of things, right? No. You say, bro, maybe we all sub. No, I don't want you doing that. That defeats the purpose of what I'm talking about. It goes back to what I said earlier. If everybody, like, y'all got to get out of that thing about being stuck on their systems. We talk about their system and what's unfair and all the other stuff like that. But I'm telling you, let's do things where we have our own things. We got our own app. Download the app in the Apple App Store. Download it in Google Play. Go there. Once you click a video, you can join. And you can select whatever tier you would like to join. That's what we need to be doing. Not talking about telling them anything. Or I hear people be talking about, well, I'm going to file a lawsuit. Why are you filing a lawsuit on their stuff? Here, we always going to follow their rules. Whatever their rules is, we're going to follow it. When it comes to mass shootings, I got a lot of opinions about them. I'm not talking about it on YouTube. African Diaspora News will. We talk about it over there. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk about that recent one in Maine. I'm going to work on that one. But it's being posted over there. It's not going to be posted here. Some of y'all asking questions about the war and all of that. I won't talk about that here. I'll talk about it over there. And this certain subject matter I'm not talking about. We can't even show police videos here. Because if you show a police video, you get age restricted, or the video can be demonetized or whatever. I'm telling you, it's a lot we can't show anymore here. That okay, it's always one black person, right? Okay, fine. But in my email list, I can actually send you a link to install the app if I wanted to, without the App Store and without Google Play. Because the app was created. That's the places that you can download apps easy. You can do it there. But if it got to that point, and you have to really be doing some bad stuff. We're not doing bad things. We're not saying bad things. We don't want our own site just so we can be very egregious and hateful. No, that's not what we do here. That's not what we do. But the fact is that you don't see people's apps being taken down like that unless they really done something crazy. And that's not what we're doing. Netflix shows all kind of stuff on Netflix, and they're in the App Store. And we're not going to show it Netflix. Netflix shows nudity and all kind of things on Netflix, right? Tubi's in the App Store. Tubi shows that, if you watch Tubi, I like them Tubi movies actually. They show all kind of stuff. They say all kind of things on there. They're still in the App Store. So what's the problem? There you go. Oh, God. Sir, if that's the case, the majority of the world, white supremacy owns things. If you live in America, they have eminent domain. If you buy a house, they could take your house from you. See, that's what I'm telling you. People like that do too much. They do too much. They do too much. But see, that kind of person that's talking, if you say, okay, fine. Well, let's move away from America, then that way they can leave us alone. Oh, they won't go nowhere, but they'll talk about all the stuff that white people, whoa, we can't. So, so because of what you're saying, black people shouldn't start websites, black people shouldn't start apps, black people shouldn't try to get black people to support what they're doing because of that reason. Like, Asian people do their stuff all the time. And the same people you talking about that own this and that and the third, they own it, and yet they still do what they do. Hispanics do what they do. East Indians do what they do. Why is it that when it's time for black people to do something, it's 1,000 excuses why we can't, or who own what, or whatever the case may be? And I said this before, and I'll say it again. This is why other groups pass us up. Because while you giving excuses and saying what we can't do, and white people this, white people that, white people control the country. Period. If you want to go there, white people control a lot of stuff in the world if you want to go there. There are black people that got businesses every day and doing very well in America. Very, very well. So what are you talking about, sir? We don't own much of nothing in America, to be honest with you. But has that stopped us really from doing anything if we wanted to? No. And truth be told, the so-called white man is not really worried about us like that, like talking about. Let me keep it real with real on that. Social media sometimes is straight propaganda. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that's why I don't try to come on here propagandizing at all with none of y'all. I really don't. The average white person is not even caring about what we got going on. They just doing whatever they doing. Of course, you got some ones out there who are freaking don't like us, can't stand our behind. Sure, I know that. But the average one, they doing whatever they doing. As long as we kind of leave them alone, and they look, you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. We good. I ain't got nothing. I'm good with you. But I have worked hard. I have worked hard to do what I'm doing. My wife works hard to do what she's doing. I haven't had one white person physically try to stop myself or my wife. Anything we've tried to do. Not one. Yes, racism is out there. Yes, we see the sabotage in the system. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, I will say if I was white, I'll be 100 times more here than what I am now. Oh, hell yeah. I have a bag if I was a white man. Oh, I know I would. A big bag. But it is what it is. Not to say I can't get to it. So I do understand that. I talk about the sabotage that happens to black people. It's true. But just because it happens, should I not do anything? Should I tell my children, well, you can't do nothing, son. You can't do nothing, daughters, because you black and because white people run the country. You can't do nothing. So sorry, your life's over. You were born the wrong color. I don't teach my children that crap. I'm dealing with a mindset. So they say, I like what you do. I mean, only white supremacists, they are watching everything. Okay. And so, if I was a white supremacist, I'll watch everybody too. Be honest with you. They didn't stay in power this long by not watching it, especially watching us. They study us. Of course they watching. Of course. They created COINTELPRO to watch us, not everybody else. The reason why they let us have the internet the way they do, so it's easier to watch us. Of course they watching. I know they watching. I know. This is why you be wise with your words, because you know they watching. Just because they watching, what is that supposed to mean? I'm saying, what is that supposed to mean? Okay, they watching. They watch all the time. The police watch you. They got cameras all over the place watching you. They can listen in through your phone. They can do all kind of things they can do. Okay. Well, what is that supposed to mean if we're being watched? They got satellites watching, drones watching. They got all kind of things watching. Chinese sent balloons over here watching. Everybody watching. What, so that I'm supposed to stop what I'm doing because they watching? I just don't believe in a defeatist mentality for our people. I don't believe in that. Because let's call it what it is. You could hate watch all day long. That shouldn't stop me or stop you or stop any progress. Long as you're doing things legally and lawfully, long as you are wise as a serpent and you move on a wise tip. Because some people don't move wisely. And then when some people put some game in your ear, listen to the game they give you. Even about the folks. You know, people have peeped me game and told me, hey, do your platform this way. If you go that route with it, you're going to start having some problems with the folks. Okay? So I'm telling you, they all watching. They watching. But you okay because what you're doing. Don't start saying this and that and the third on your platform. Because then the moment you do, you're going to really rise up in the issues with them, right? So when people talk to me like that actually been into it, I've never dismissed any advice people have given me about bridle your tongue. You can put out messages without saying certain things. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just really what it is, man. Like, they always gonna watch you. The more successful you are, the more independent you become. Of course they gonna watch you. Cause shoot, you know, I mean, hey, wait a minute. He you know, what is he teaching them this and that? No. You know, that's why a lot of times they want to get you in deals with them and sign contracts with them and paper you up sometime. You know, because they say, let's get the smart ones and sign deals with us and make millions and billions of dollars with us. That way, at least we got him here. We got him in a contract, male or female. They're not doing nothing on their own. That's why they do that to our people all the time. Look at you talking about hip hop. The reason why they get them in deals is because They don't need a record label to do anything. They really don't. They can do all that on their own. Even the degenerate music some of them are making, they don't need a record label. If our hip hop artists would actually wise up and realize they are the culture and they don't need them, they cutting a lot of people's water off at that point. For instance, and I know this is some degenerate stuff I'm talking about. If Sexy Red say, you know what? Okay, I'm not signing no more deals. I'm done. After this deal, I'm done. You think Sexy Red's followers gonna stop following her just because she don't have a deal? They still, if they like Sexy Red, they still gonna go listen to Sexy Red's music. That won't stop people from listening to her. In Beyonce, and maybe I need to look this up. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up while I'm talking because I thought Beyonce don't have a deal right now. Let me look it up and check about Beyonce. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to speak in error about Beyonce. Let me see. It says Beyonce signed to a label. Let's see. Okay, Beyonce is signed to her own label, Parkwood Entertainment, as well as some. Okay, so Beyonce has her own label in partnership with Sony Music. Okay, so she's been in her own label since 2010, but she made a partnership with Sony. Okay, so Beyonce signed herself in partnership with Sony. You can do good business, and listen, if you got good lawyers and you got doing good business, you can sign a deal with Sony. Not everybody signed a bad deal. Like Master P. Master P had an awesome deal with them, with his label, right? That he was getting what 80% of the funds, and they was only getting 20. That was unheard of. Master P did good business. And I'm pretty sure Beyonce did good business too. I know Sony's not running her through the coals. This sister just made $500 million off of her tour. See, that's somebody that people support. When you can get people out. See, them social media numbers, you see some of them rappers today, they have all these numbers on social media, but then they can't sell out not even a small arena. People don't even show up to their concerts. So don't ever look at social media numbers as your true follower. Don't ever do that. Because those numbers can be inflated. If you really want to see how people follow you, do events where people willing to come out of their house and come see you. That's when you know you're gonna have, that's when you know you're gonna have a following, right? But Beyonce, she has her own label. Good for her. I'm glad she did that. Why not? She's been signed to her own label for the past 13 years. So, when Beyonce went to Dubai, I think she made 23, 24 million off of one freaking performance? And Beyonce killing it. People was criticizing her. I'm like, I don't went to Dubai too. If they would have told me, hey Phil, can you come do a speech over here? And we'll pay you $2 million to do a speech, a 1 hour speech. Cause we really want to hear what you got to say. Man, look, Kellen in here, Kellen. Hey, get with them about that flight. we go, and I say, as soon as I'm done, I'm coming back to the U.S. so I don't break no laws. I say, matter of fact, I want somebody from Dubai with me so I don't break a law. Because, Dubai, you can go to jail for anything. I say, I want somebody with me. I want a lawyer. They're just going to hang with me. Make sure I don't break a law. What I got to do? I got the right clothes on? Like, what I got to do? Because that's the only way I go to Dubai unless it's on something like that. Oh, boy. And AI, that's something. That's AI is the business. I'm starting to get more and more into learning things with AI and AI. Yeah, black people, you better learn AI. You better learn that. You better learn it because you're gonna be left behind. And that's another thing our people do. We all left behind. We wait till everything is done. Everybody's ahead of you, and then you wonder why we don't have anything. You have to start employing AI, learning it, researching it. What good programs they have that's AI. Like AI is cool, but like even the program, the website we on now, when people say, "Man, how did they restrict my video?" Well, a lot is AI doing it. They deployed that during the pandemic. Prior to that, people actually had to report you. Now they got a bot now, or AI that's doing all that. You ever seen people upload a video and the moment they upload is taken down? Nobody didn't even flag anything. No, they have an AI to do it, or certain keywords that the AI looks for in your videos to demonetize it, because it reads your words too. It looks at your video, it reads your words, it looks at your thumbnails. All that's going through AI on this platform. Well, I can't say your name down there. Yikwaba, I guess, if I'm saying it. We did an event here in Houston, I think back in 2018, and I had it for 75 people. And it sold out within a week. And it was full. And that was a 75. That was me doing a test run. And I was telling Sister Vicky and them, I was thinking about doing that again. Maybe in 2024, but do it like hit a few cities, like Chicago, maybe some spots like, since I kind of know about this one spot, New York would be, prime place. We have a lot of viewers in New York. Shoot. Just looking at the cities that follow, the cities that follow us the most, and what I probably would look at. Let me go back, because I'm a big viewer of analytics. We're doing everything in real time. Okay, so let me go here, and I'll tell you where's my top cities right now, or at least no. Let me go to cities. So if I was to do something in America, and I'm talking about just off of this month alone, New York would be a choice, top city that watches. Chicago is like number 2. Believe it or not, LA, and I used to love going to LA, but LA isn't one of my cities I like anymore. LA then kind of went down a lot, and a lot of black people then left LA. A lot of black people. Oh my Lord, a lot of black people left LA. But I understand it's just not conducive for our people. Atlanta, I get so much love in Atlanta. I get so much love. Boy, Yehuda, Ethiopia, boy, appreciate you. Thank you very much for blessing us with that kind of bag. Thank you. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and return that to you 100-fold. Shoot, all right. Philadelphia is another city that is highly supportive of us. Of course, hometown Houston, Dallas, Baltimore, Charlotte. It's mostly cities that we're at. I see Miami on here, and Vegas. It gives us a lot of options. If we so chose to say, okay, and that's what I would do. I would just target cities. Go back here. I would target cities that actually support our platform, and that's just kind of how, like I said, I would do that. But we'll think about it. We'll definitely think about it, and just kind of see how it work, or what the demand would be. Because last time we did that, we fed people, because what the part of the ticket was food. We fed people, right? We fed people, had speakers there, we had security there, all of that. So it was paying for. So you was coming out, just to eat, break bread, listen in to the different messages that we had. But everybody had a great time, met everybody, It was like almost like church. Meet everybody. It was great. We had dessert. We had it all. Right. So yeah. We think we said thank y'all for I've been on the stream with one girl and I watched you for a long time. Wanted to show up and I appreciate that. I appreciate that love offering. I appreciate it. In Ethiopia, shout out to Ethiopia. Ethiopia was the first African country that reached out, to us and brought us over there. Because there's some people say, "Oh, African countries they don't like us like that." Well, how come they brought me, Kellen, and Sharif to Ethiopia? How come they did that? They brought us out there. I'm not Ethiopian, not by a long shot. So why they brought us out there? And they treated us like treated us great when we went to Ethiopia. So not everybody Independence Kansas City. Say not everybody because they say they try to put out this propaganda that Africans don't like us. That's a lie. That's a lie. But in life, not everybody gonna like you anyway. They got Black Americans don't like you behind. I mean, some people gonna like you, some people not. But every time I've been, it's been all love. We get hella respect in the African continent. Hella respect. Nothing but respect. Man, look, last time I went to South Africa, I went with my family on vacation. It wasn't nothing with African diaspora. And the love I got in South Africa just on my own, whether I'm at the hotel, I ran into brothers and sisters at the hotel and said, "Oh, shoot, Phil, you here? Man, I didn't know." And boy, they was shaking my hand and talking to me. And I ran into a black family from Kansas City that was there, mom, dad, children. They watched the show. They all just walking out the hotel, and boom, I saw them. I was out in the mall in Santon City, and I'm walking with my family, and they had two brothers stop me, and they were just like, "Phil, you man, I didn't know you was here in South Africa." I'm like, "Well, I don't announce my movements, or whatever." They said, "Man, you enjoying yourself?" I said, "Yeah, everything good, brother," and it's just. I have never went someplace like even Ethiopia. They, a few, and that was way back then. I had a sister from London actually. She was Ethiopian, but she was London. She was from London. She had the London accent and all that, right? And that sister recognized me at the time, and so it was her and her daughter. So I talked to the sister and all that. So I told the waiter, I said, "Hey, whatever they eating, give me the bill." That's my people over there. Give me the bill, So they was eating or whatever, and I guess it was time of the bill, and they say, "No, he paying for it." He's like, "You pay for our food?" I'm like, "Yeah, you my people. Why not?" I mean, shoot. And yeah, they were so appreciative of that sort of thing. But that's just kind of how I am sometimes, man. I'm like, that's my people. Let me go ahead and treat them right, or whatever. So, you say you say you're going to Dubai. Yeah, I'm kind of cool on Dubai a little bit. You said Mexico, okay, awesome, right? So, and I still got that picture of me and that sister that took over there in Ethiopia at that time. But yeah, I got treated very well in Ethiopia. I even told one girl, so I got to get back to Ethiopia. I haven't been since 2018, so I definitely like to get back there next year. No, brothers don't be talking about checking in. Well, you don't have to check in if you're not going to the hood. Well, they say that about Chicago though too. Well, Chicago, and even my wife. I had to tell my wife because she was like, you hear them talking about Chicago, like this many people got shot. Look where we at, like. And I'm like, yeah, if Pookie and Ray Ray was so much of a criminal, like they say he is, why wasn't he down there in downtown Chicago? That would be the place for Pookie and Ray Ray to be at. Like all them people down there shopping, got money, them shops over there. Pookie and Ray Ray would be cleaning it up. Like he robbing if that's what he want to do. Man, everybody, Pookie and Ray Ray out there messing with people all the time. Look, now Pookie and Ray Ray got his territory. And if you go in his environment, then yeah, it is what it is. But you do got to check in though. You got to check in certain environments. Like for instance, if I was going to go out there to Chicago and do some filming at O Block, you better believe I'm not just going to show up to O Block. I'm like, nah, I gotta get with people. They got respect in here, and I gotta check in. I gotta let people know who I am, what I got going on, and be with the right freaking people. No. And if they say, nah, we ain't good with you coming over here, and I ain't going. Yeah, you better check in certain places. Nothing wrong with checking in. I am not above checking in. I don't care where. I'm just saying. Like, for instance, they were talking about in Cape Town, for instance, some of them what was it? They had some folks want to go in some of those shanty areas and wanted to be filming, the folks filming. Oh, look how poor they are. And then I heard the story. The driver told me that yeah, then the hood ran down on them and took their phones, took their money, took everything. Well, if they would have checked in and had a pass to be in there, they'd have been all right. But see, you don't be going to certain places you ain't got a pass. That's stupid. That is so stupid. Hell no. Mm-mm. Now, if I feel like I don't want to check in, well, just don't go in areas where you ain't got to check in. Just that simple. Stay in the areas where everything's nice and everything costs certain amounts of money, and stay in the 5-star hotels and the condos and, them sort of areas. Stay there. Yeah, you say you be on 63rd out there, but see, I'm not from there. So you are. So I'm not about to just show up somewhere. I'm like, who in the hell he is? Okay, but okay, for instance, like Tyrone Muhammad, him and what's the other brother? The other brother Abdul Muhammad, right? They both go to O Block. They say, look, you want to come to O Block? Like I say, you can come with us. Like I say, okay, but that's going with them though, cause they know everybody. They good. They got a pass to be there. I'm just mentioning that. You said some of my own people came traveling in certain parts. Like I said, hey, I'm like my grandpa. I ain't lost nothing over there. So, if somebody say, nah, I don't know who he is, but nah, I'm good. I'm good. Life is too short to be fighting with somebody. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm cool in downtown Chicago. I'm good. I ain't got to check in on Michigan Avenue. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Cause I had stayed. You say you from Chicago, so I stayed at the Carlton over there off of East. Well, it's off of Michigan and East. Is it East Pearson? Because they have that wild berry. That wild berry was good. That wild berry was good for breakfast. God, that thing was good. But I'll tell you what, when I was on that architecture, the boat ride, and I seen the Trump hotel, I like, boy, that thing was nice. And the driver was like, yeah, I'm gonna be at the Trump waiting on y'all. And I went online and started looking at them rooms and said, boy, them Trump hotels are nice. And boy, they are real nice. Yeah, so yeah, the Trump. Like I said, shoot, I said, man, I'm gonna have to come back and stay at the Trump next time. That was a nice hotel. I haven't done an Airbnb in South. No, I'll take that back. I did a Marriott vacation home in Cape Town. We rented a villa. If you go to my Lume's Exodus channel, I actually show it to you. Oh, that thing was beautiful. Oh, that thing was beautiful. That thing was beautiful. Off of Camps Bay, out there, and it had like three different levels. At the bottom, in the middle, and what I liked about it is that like we would go, like we all had breakfast. My wife made breakfast for all of us, and we would go outside, and you could see the whole ocean. It was all open with the ocean, and so, man, when I was sitting there, was watching the water, man, just watching the water while we was eating breakfast, and I ended up just staying out there all day. I said I don't even want to come in. I just want to listen to the water hit the rocks and just stared. And I was like, man, I was so at peace, man. I was so at peace. I ain't want to come back here. I was just so happy. But that's my mental health break, is when I go to the African continent beyond which, like, people talk about mental health. That's my mental health break. You say, have I heard of racism in New Mexico? Say, I live here at the time, and it's very prejudiced state to live in for black Africans. I've never been to New Mexico, so I'll just take your word for it. No, I've never been to New Mexico, not at all. Well, I've kind of told black people that if our population is less than 10% in any city, you could have a problem. It's better to stay in cities with black people, or at least 10% or more of the population. Yeah, but you can travel. We have. I put a pinned comment in there. Send an email to brother Mark and sister Dr. Latasha Blanton, real South Africa, in April. You can travel. You can go to Johannesburg and go to Durban. There's one person say, I'm half Hispanic and half white. I got beat up by the cops in New Mexico because you look white. Yeah, hope you get sued. You say I'm coming to Jamaica. You know what? I need to come to Jamaica. You're right. I do need to go to Jamaica. I need to go out there. I need to get with some people in Jamaica. I need to do a press run in Jamaica. You're 100% right. I do need to go to Jamaica. But my thing is, I don't want to see all them Karens out there in Jamaica. You know how y'all have them Karens out there, trying to get them guys to trick off with them and passing all their VDs around from Britain, and then you got some women from America to go do it too now in our community. So let me not say that. I don't talk about it on this channel, but yeah, I know what y'all doing. So some of these boss chicks traveling to Jamaica and boy, let me not go there. But y'all know it's been some stories that's going on over there. Going all. Let me not go there. It's not the channel. You say they're setting people up out there? Probably is. Man, look, when people out there hungry, and you going in areas where people hungry, and you go out there looking like a buffet, what you think gonna happen? So don't go in areas where people hungry. Go to area like, I know in Jamaica, and y'all know where this is at, they got a spot in every country where people go, that the 5-star people with the money. They got all them places in every country. Go there. Save your money. Go there. Don't go to places. Listen, the hood is in every country. No matter what country it is, the hood is there. You go to the hood looking like $1 million, they got to eat. And the hood gonna get you. I mean, but you did that yourself. You should have known where you was going. You say the passport, yeah, passport ladies, yeah. We know about all them videos. Y'all going out there in them woods with them Jamaican dudes, and supposed to be doing these so-called massages to y'all. And y'all slip off into the woods doing some ungodly behavior. Let me say it like that. And you want to come back to the United States of America and acting like you better than other people, like you don't do nothing. Or some of you got husbands, boyfriends, but you over there doing some sinning unrighteousness in Jamaica and thinking nobody saw you. God saw you. Let me tell you that God saw you. He saw what you were doing in them woods. He saw you, and he gonna expose you. You're wrong. There's nothing you could hide from the Lord. Or social media, too. Because it's like this. You think you get doing some dirt, and people take pictures from a long distance. And then one day you get a picture from somebody out the blue on your profile. And we're like, hey, look, I won't say nothing about this, what I got this picture on. But you need to let me hold something. This picture would get deleted, and then now you getting extorted by somebody that saw your behind. You thought you went behind some trees somewhere with this Jamaican dude you not gonna see again, but now they about to expose you to your doggone husband. So don't do dirt. Put like this: if you're not gonna do it in front of your husband, don't do it at all. If you're not gonna do it in front of your wife, don't do it at all. Stay faithful to your husband. Stay faithful to your wife, and life will be so much better for you. Yeah, some of them come back with STIs. I've heard of that. Some of them come back pregnant. Some of them. Some of them have even got the HIV and turned to full blown AIDS. Heard that too. So stay on the straight and narrow with the Lord. It's the only thing I can tell y'all with that. But now, Jamaica, I just had to figure it out. But this is the thing, man. I haven't had a whole lot of Jamaicans reach out to us like that. Or people from Trinidad or the Caribbean haven't really reached out like that. The people that have reached out more so to us have been Africans. They haven't been Caribbeans. So there you go. But anyway, yeah. Well, like I say, I definitely appreciate MC Bro. Can you try to love all the places you just called out if you want, but a whole country don't hate me, man. How a whole country gonna hate me? That's so stupid. Look, you're more angry at other black people than you are the white supremacists. So don't that make you look silly though? You're more angry with other black people than the white supremacists. Let's call it what it is. No person in an African country has enslaved my people. What person in an African country or Caribbean country even did what they did to George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Corin Gaines, Michael Brown? Pick one. Nobody in any black nation has done that to us, our people. Like in modern era, what have they done? They haven't done anything. You're talking about them and having hatred for them, like they actively doing us something. Okay, those who come over here and they have some of them who immigrate here and have this anti-black racism. Okay, and we check them when they do it, and I check them. I talk about them. They get mad at me when I talk about them. Okay, that doesn't mean I'm going to say, well, you know what? Because of them, I'm going to talk about everybody in Nigeria. So I can't stand Nigeria because of a few Nigerians. My neighbors are Nigerian. Great family. I tried. The reason I tried no Nigerian jollof rice. Very spicy too. Ooh, it's good, but it's spicy as hell. My Nigerian neighbors are cool. I'm cool with them. So what you talking about? I got neighbors that's FBA too. I'm cool with them too. Everybody get along. So all that mess that's that internet crap I tell y'all about. That stuff is fake to me. That internet crap sometimes, because it's like when black people see each other on the street, bro, we ain't even tripping on each other like that. Even when I'm in Houston, Nigerians run up to me. Hey, man, brother Phil, I like your show. I'm from Nigeria. I was just like, matter of fact, the lady I go get all my water from, my alkaline water from, she Nigerian. They had a Nigerian brother in there, and we was all having a good time talking. Ain't wasn't no beefing with them. Ain't no beefing with no Nigerians or anybody. Like, bro, it's stupid. You said, hold on. You said you dated two Nigerian. One was cool, the other was crazy. Man, that's just people in general or women in general. You can find that anywhere. One could be cool, one could be crazy, one could be stalkerish, one could be mental health case. That's just people. All right, y'all. It's what 21:48 right now. Y'all on here with me. 330 y'all. That's good. So I guess 330 y'all in the house like me on the Saturday evening, huh? Yeah, y'all not out there paying cover charge and what's that thing called? Valet and all of that. Oh, the Colorado Buffaloes. Oh yeah, that's right. They did play today. I forgot all about that. Well, Eric, I would hope it get better with age. I don't want it to decrease. You know, Eric, I've seen a lot of people on this platform like crash and burn, man. Like over the years, a lot of people have come and go. Um, and we stood the test of time because we wanted to make sure that what we're doing is just relevant for the people. We want to invest into people, like I told y'all, I want to switch some things up. Either way, I'm doing some things so I can be more efficient. I want to get more into doing lives actually than doing short. I'm not short, but long form. I want to get more into doing lives. Because lives to me is just, I think where I should start doing things at. People like lives anyway, so. Well, Brina, I'm gonna tell you what, Brina. Um, I really start prioritizing my health, Brina. Um, I went through a site. I originally had lost like 40 pounds, and then I went through a few months of like bulking. So now I'm back on my. I'm gonna go through 90 days of cutting again to lose more weight. I've made my health a priority for years. I was just working two jobs, not making my health a priority as I should. So now, I mean, I go to the gym, you know, 6 days a week a lot of times. I'm watching what I eat. Certain things I study a lot on what to put in my mouth. I go shop at Whole Foods. Have certain things I buy. I don't eat certain things I don't eat. It's a lot of things that I just do a lot of research on for myself. And I feel better. Water is my friend. Look, this is my friend right here. This is a 51-ounce bottle that I keep with me at all times. 51 ounces. I got this thing off of Amazon, and this 51 ounce of water. I buy my alkaline water I have over there from from the Nigerian sister. I fill up like my 8 jugs. I spent about I think it cost me like about what was the discount $80 a month. 8 jugs. My family loves water. Even the kids love that alkaline water I go get from the sister. And I fill this thing up and I keep this with me. I take it in the car with me. I drink more water than I don't drink no juice. I don't drink no soda. I drink my water. Drink water. You need water. You see it like a tank shell, but you know what? Check this out. I left this thing in my car. It was 103 degrees outside here in Texas. The outside part was hot, but the inside was cold as ice. Cold as ice. I mean, my little girl wanted one of these, but I didn't get the 51 ounce for her. I got her like the 32 ounce. And look, I even take this to the gym because it fits like in a little hole thing at the gym or whatever. So I take it with me to the gym. Like I say, it's like a little metal thing right here. Got a little grip. Yeah, I drink my water. I'm big on that. Yeah, like leave soda, man. You put soda down. Yeah, leave that soda alone. Um, Soda is horrible. It's not good for us, man. It's too much sugar. Yeah. Water. Drink you some doggone water. All that stuff do is make you diabetic. Yeah, I seen that brother. I know what brother you talking about. He do calisthenics. I say that dude what in the 70s, and that brother don't. That brother look younger than some of these young folks running around here. Like this young generation, they 23 and 24, and they look older than me. I'm like, what the hell y'all gonna look like at my age? Isn't it crazy? Like people who are in Gen X, you have the uncles and aunties, which is us, looking better than the 24 and 25-year-olds. They looking old. Like, what happened to them? Have y'all noticed that? That these young kids look old and horrible, out of them? And they just starting their life? Yeah, it's the food. That's, y'all right about that. All that stuff they smoking. It's not what it was back when we was kids. They actually was some real stuff that people actually grew and they was doing. Now that they put all these chemicals in that mess and messing these kids up, these kids really, it's a lot. These kids are, so much. Yeah, they don't exercise. You're 100% right about that. Like I said, the food is horrible. Like I said, my kids, I just don't let them eat any old things. Say, nope, you're not eating that. Nope, you're not drinking that. Nope, you're not doing it. Yeah, the vapes is also messing with people. You're right. You say your dad's a professional kickboxer? Oh yeah, yeah. And like I said, right now, what I started doing so I can cut, I'm on a 1,200 calorie diet right now. So after about in 3 more months, you'll see me a little bit more slender. You know, um, I'm back on my 48-hour fast on Mondays and Tuesdays. You know, so I'll fast 2 days out the week when I'm doing that. 48 hours. And trust me, fasting breaks. Like if you got a sugar addiction or any kind of addiction, fast. Fast and pray through that addiction will go. I used to have a bad habit of biting my nails, but I don't bite them no more. But I fast to get rid of that addiction I had. I used to bite my nails all the time. Bite my nails. You can pay me to bite my nails now. I don't bite them at all. So if you got a sugar addiction, fast. If you got certain addiction, there's certain things like because your cells repair themselves too when you fast, and do the research and all of that. Fast, and you can work out fasting. And when I'm doing a 48-hour fast, I work out. I still go lift weights. Weightlifting is very important for me. I go to the gym. I start lifting weights first, then I do my cardio. You can work, and it's actually better for you to work out in a fasted state because your body eventually going to turn over to switch using your fat that you have as fuel. So let's say I fast that Monday, that Tuesday, or now I'm definitely in that fat burning mode because whatever weight I'm pushing and whatever cardio I'm doing, it's all fat burning. Then I go that Wednesday, right? You go to start doing your workout. You're still in fat burning mode even more, and then after that after that workout, then I'll go eat something, after that. So, and when I eat something, it's not no freaking hog maws or nothing like that. So no, I haven't talked to that brother. I ain't talked to that brother. Not at all. But you talking about fasting, do what the Lord leads you to do. I always tell people that. Do what the Lord. Oh yeah, pork is no. Pork is a no. Red meat, no. Mm-mm. Pork is the How to Eat to Live. It's a good book and it promotes a lot of fasting. It really do. It definitely promotes a lot of fasting. I mean a little bit more fasting than I would say because let's say like when you're bulking, let's say you're starting to lift weights to bulk, you can't be doing all that fasting like that. But when you're cutting, yeah. But then some people, do what you think is best. Like I said, I ain't your doctor, so I ain't gonna, say you fast for reason, but never knew how healthy it can be. A lot of that stuff. Well, the Western system is all about making money. They make money off of our. You gotta think about it. They want us to eat like pigs, so the food industry makes money. Then when we get sick because we eating like pigs, then the pharmaceutical companies make money. So everybody making money off the back end. You're dying constantly, so the funeral business is making a lot of money off you. It's like everybody making money off of your bad health. And they have done research that said 90% of our health problems in America is because of what we eat. And they say they are preventable diseases, preventable that we can do on our own if we just change what we put on our doggone fork and what we drink. And and exercise. Listen, you exercise, 4 or 5 times a week minimum. Get off the processed foods, like eating all the potato chips and drinking the soda and the candies and all that stuff is just not good for your processed food. Eat more food that the Lord has provided. Yeah, you'll be all right. But anyway, let me go ahead and go. I need to get up off of here, and and go chill in here. So y'all be good. But yeah, join. Yeah, definitely download our app, African Diaspora News channel app in the Apple App Store, Google Play. Become a member. We need 10,000 people. We got to focus on that. So you're gonna be hearing me mentioning that. We need that. So we explain why. So thank y'all for listening. Look at it, talking about alcohol. Look at that. What about alcohol? You cannot be drinking alcohol like that. If you're trying to lose weight, you can't be drinking alcohol because there's too much sugar in the alcohol they make. It's too much sugar. Just back off of everything. Don't get drunk. Stay sober. Be sober and vigilant, because your enemy is roaming around like a lion whom he may seek to devour. Don't get drunk. Just be sober. Eat clean. That's all. Stop trying to get around it.